Hey guys, welcome to PR Sense. My name's Jose, and here we just do reviews of fragrances all the time, all the time. So with that being said, it's fall. It's getting down to like the high 60s, mid 70s here in Tennessee. And so I'm excited because I get to just bring out all of my beautiful fall winter fragrances. So with that being said, I figured let me do one on my current tobacco line. So fragrances that have tobacco in them and they're predominantly tobacco forward, or fragrances that have tobacco in them and the tobacco just lingers in the background to give it that smokiness. So I've got 10 of them for you. If you're interested, stick around. I will let you know in a second. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, so like I was saying, tobacco-based fragrances. And like I said, these are fragrances that have tobacco in the notes. Sometimes the tobacco is like the predominant note, and sometimes it's not, and it just hangs out in the background. But I figured I'd give you 10, fall ideas that maybe you guys would want to look into and see if you like them. And so the first one I've had this one for probably 3 months now, and I really, really do enjoy it. And this is Voux Elegante by Pendora Scents. It's their Mirror line. And this is supposed to be a clone of Pure Havane by Xerjoff. The bottle, surprised they haven't gotten in trouble yet, but the scent is very, very nice. I have to move my coffee so the scent doesn't hit that. But I really enjoy this. This is citrusy, this is very airy, and that tobacco kind of sits in the background to give it a smoky feel. It's fizzy, it's sweet, and it, with that tobacco smokiness in the background, but not heavy. This is a really nice fall fragrance because it has that tobacco smokiness with that citrus on it. So it's a good transitional kind of fragrance. Very, very good. I like it a lot. And the other one that's supposed to be a really good, not supposed to, I have it and I love it, is Insurrection Wild 2. Also, I think that one's Rayon. And that is really, really nice as well. That is also a clone of the Xerjoff fragrance. And I can't tell which one I like better because the juice is going down on both of them. But I really do like that scent DNA. It's really, really nice. Let's go on to the next one. Now, the next one is not a clone, but it warrants being in here because it's a really, really nice scent. I had this one on my last review, and it is Guess 1981 Los Angeles. And this is very, very similar to, I'm sorry, but ever since the accident, like, things don't stay in my head as long as I'd like them to. But this is very, very close to Eros, Versace Eros. And it is very, very nice. It has that tobacco, but again, in this one, the tobacco to me, it sits in the background. It's not very tobacco forward, but it gives it a little oomph in there. And I really like it. Let me see if I have any notes for it. Tobacco sweet, peppery, spicy, a little bubblegum opening, and woody, okay? It's mild. This is good for the fall and the winter. Actually, this particular one, I think is very versatile. You can wear this throughout the year. You just, micromanage your sprays. But this is really, really nice. Now, of course, performance is not going to be anything near Eros, but Eros to me doesn't last that long either. So, this maybe lasts, if Eros lasts 6 hours on your skin, this will last like 4 to 5 hours on your skin. But a really nice, inexpensive fragrance. Guess 1981 Los Angeles. Let's move on to the next one. Now, another one that has tobacco in it, and I love it so much. I bought 2 backup bottles from Macy's when they were having 50% off sale, and I got both bottles for $50. And that is Azura's Wanted by Night. Azura's Wanted by Night to me is one of the best fragrances. I just love it. I have not tried the Most Wanted, all the other wanted fragrances in that line, but I just love that one. And even though I have 2 backup bottles, I still tried to look for a fragrance that kind of smells like it. And this one is called Urban Azura Noir. I mean, Can you, like, seriously, guys? But this is really, really nice. Now, I find it a bit synthetic. It is not a one-to-one, match to Wanted by Night, obviously. It costs maybe like $25, I think I paid for it. The sprayer is a little cheap, but it does get in the realm of that Wanted by Night DNA. It really, really does. It's just a little bit more synthetic, I would say. Longevity projection, 4 to 5 hours on it, but it does smell really nice. So on those days where I want to wear a Azura, Wanted by Night, but I don't want to waste the sprays, during the day, I'll throw this one on because it does come close. You get that tobacco in there and everything else that it has, but you're not wasting a really good fragrance because you're using a imposter, if you will. But this is not too bad, and that is Azura Urban Noir. So if you guys see this, you want to try it, I kind of recommend it if you want to get a feel for what Azura Wanted by Night smells like, but you don't want to spend that money. Not the greatest, but not the worst either. So I just want to let you guys know. Next. So the next one I have for you is one that I really, really enjoy. This one to me is so, so good. And this is by Paris Corner, and it is Killer Oud Death by Oud. This is such a nice fragrance, but you have to like smoky, deep, dark kind of fragrances. Perfect for the fall and winter. Really, really good. But this is an acquired taste. I wouldn't recommend you blind buy this because as much as I love it, you might not. So if you can get your hands on a decant of it, I would before you purchase it. But it is beautiful if you like that kind of a scent. This has got tobacco in it, and it is smoky. It's very, very spicy as well. It's got grapefruit and lavender as the opening notes, and then it starts to dry down to leather, tobacco, and spices, and then oud and amber. And this is so, so good. This is supposed to be very similar to Chopard Oud Malaki, which is not very expensive either. It's like $55 for a 2.7 ounce. So maybe I get that one at some point. But this is 100 ml, 3.4 ounces. You pay like $25 for it. And I got this at, let me see if I have the notes. I think I got this at Jomer's shop. This is very, very nice. The tobacco is there. You get that smokiness and spiciness with that citrus kind of feeling in the background, and it is delicious. It is so, so good. It does remind me slightly, because the tobacco, this is kind of more tobacco smoky forward. It reminds me a little bit of Maison Alhambra's Hercules, which I love too. And so if you want to get that smoky tobacco citrusy kind of feel, Killer Oud Death by Oud by Paris Corner, not a bad way to go. Next one. Now this one, I have to admit, I bought it because of the bottle, because I thought the bottle was the coolest thing ever. And this is Nawaf by Swiss Arabian. Look at this bottle. It's beautiful, heavy as hell. I mean, but the bottle I think is so, so cool. I got this off of my friend because he bought it. He didn't like it. So I told him I'd give him $20 for it. And he said, okay. So I got it for much cheaper than what it currently is. And it's a beautiful bottle. It'll look gorgeous on your, in your collection. But this smells a little bit like Tom Ford's Tobacco Oud in the dry down and Ferrari Essence Oud. That's the notes I have here. This is great for fall and winter. And where did I just put that little strip? Yeah. This is very, very nice. I would recommend this one for the fall, winter, night, okay? And again, it's an acquired taste, so don't buy it, blind buy because I told you to. But this actually is really nice. It's gotten so much better. I literally have had this for about a year and a half. And when I first got it, I wasn't crazy about it. Like I said, I bought it for the bottle. But it has definitely grown on me. It's a really nice scent. As it's macerated, it's changed, and it's gotten better and better. It's got agarwood, it's got saffron, so it's a little spicy. It's got tobacco, leather, labdanum, olibanum, and caraway in it. The dried down is a very smoky tobacco, kind of dried down. It really is nice. And I haven't tried it in a long time, so now I'm like, why? Because it smells so damn good. It really, really is good. It's a little bit dark and synthetic, but if you do get it, let it sit for a while. Spray it a few times, put it in a drawer for a month or so, and then see what it feels like. But it is very, very nice. I'm actually very surprised at how it smells now because I haven't smelled it in a while. So anyway, this is Nawaf by Swiss Arabian. That's the fourth one. Let's move on to the fifth one. Now this one, hold on guys. These are all coffee worthy, by the way. Now this one is very, very tobacco forward. Like if you like tobacco, that pipe clean, sweet kind of tobacco that most of the time comes in a pipe, and not the pipe you guys are thinking of. But this is a really, really nice one. And this is Afnan's Tobacco Rush. This is so good. It's got a magnetic top that works kind of weird because you can't put it, you have to put it in a certain direction or else it doesn't like it. But this one is very, very nice. It's warm, spicy. It has tobacco, it has wood. It's sweet. And it does have oud. But what you definitely get out of it is a very woody, tobacco-based fragrance. This is wood and tobacco right up front. And it is so, so nice. Again, people say it smells like Carolina Herrera's Mystery Tobacco. And I've never smelled that one, so I can't tell you. But I can tell you that if you like tobacco fragrances, this is really, really nice. Now, longevity and projection on this one, I get maybe like 4 to 6 hours out of it, maybe an hour, half an hour of sillage out of it. But in that time, it smells nice, and I don't get too many compliments from it. I think this is more one that you wear for yourself, and if somebody is close to you and they smell it, they may like it as well, because it is a very, very nice fragrance. I really, really do enjoy it. And that is Tobacco Rush by Afnan. Let's go on to the sixth one. Now, if you like and you have Spice Bomb Extreme, which I do, and I love that thing. I love Spice Bomb Extreme. It's my favorite one of them all. I have Spice Bomb Extreme. I have, what is it? What's the one that starts with a V? Spice Bomb. Well, the green Spice Bomb, I can't remember the name of that one. And then the red Spice Bomb. I have that one as infrared, I believe it's called. I have those. And they're beautiful. The last two don't last as long as I like, but Spice Bomb Extreme in and of itself lasts a long time. But I don't want to waste it all the time. So I went and I got Fragrance World's Eau de Spice Mark and Victor Extreme. Now you can tell they didn't go crazy, mimicking the bottle, but it does make you feel like, this is a Spice Bomb Extreme alternative. And this has got, where is it? It's got black pepper pimento, cinnamon, cumin, saffron. So when you spray it, that saffron just gets in your nose and you want to sneeze. And then it's got tobacco, vanilla, amber, and something called cistus. I don't know. I don't care. But it does smell like Spice Bomb Extreme, more so in the dried down. When you first spray it, to me, it's a very synthetic, messy mess of citrus and saffron, and so you get a spicy, citrusy kind of feel at the beginning with something that is fizzy in there as well, but doesn't feel natural to me. But as it starts to dry down, it does get closer and closer to Spice Bomb Extreme. It is not a perfect, 95 to 100%. I'd say more like 70, 75%. But you get a feel for Spice Bomb Extreme. You really do. It's really nice. This was a hype beast a little while ago, but it's probably one of the only Spice Bomb Extreme clones, if you will, out there. So if you want to give it a try, I recommend it. It's nice. It really is. And, if you don't want to waste your Spice Bomb Extreme bottle, this is not a bad way to go. So, Eau de Spice Mark and Victor Extreme. Next. Now, the next one is another favorite of mine. This one is extremely tobacco forward, really, really tobacco forward. This is a sweet tobacco fragrance in a bottle. And it is Maison Alhambra Hercules. I love this thing. This is supposed to be a clone of Parfums de Marly Herod. The bottle gives it away. And the scent, my God, it's so, so good. It's got tobacco, vanilla. It's spicy. It's got cinnamon that also goes up. It's got pepper. And if I didn't say it, it does have vanilla as well. It's just really, really good, but it's very, very tobacco forward. I mean, it definitely smells like a sweet tobacco pipe is what it is. And I've gotten compliments with this on, believe it or not, more from guys than from women. And they're like, what are you wearing that smells really, really good? And, you know, I tell them, it's Maison Alhambra Hercules. And then they're like, what? And I have to write it down for them so they can go and buy it and not spend the money that you're gonna spend if you go and buy Parfums de Marly Herod. But yeah, I never tell people that I'm wearing something I'm not. They'll ask me, I know sometimes it's easier to tell somebody, oh, I'm wearing Spice Bomb Extreme, rather than tell them I'm wearing a fake Spice Bomb Extreme and it's called this and this and this and this and this, and they look at you like, you know, with deer in the headlights. But I don't want to, you know, one, I have respect for the companies like, you know, Azura and Parfums de Marly and all of that. So I would never say this is that brand. I'll tell you what I have on. And, you know, if you don't like it or if you're a snob, then get away from me. Otherwise, you know, go out and buy it and enjoy the scent. So yeah, Maison Alhambra Hercules. Very, very good. Very, very tobacco forward. And I think I'm going to wear this one tonight. Let's talk about the last three, I believe I have. Now, the next one, guys, is absolutely my most favorite fragrance. I mean, I'm not kidding. I love this fragrance. It is so good. And somebody, because I had this in one of my other videos, and somebody said, I don't smell the honey at all. And I'm like, you're crazy, because the honey is there. And it is Tabac by Maison Alhambra. This, guys, is a beautiful, beautiful scent. This, look at the dent I've put in this thing. And I've got about 450 fragrances, and I still go back to this all the time in the fall and winter. It is very thick. It is very, to me, honey forward with a smokiness that is the tobacco in the background. And it is, I would say, not beast mode, because to me, in order for you to be beast mode, you have to be like 10 hours. This is a good 6 to 8 hours on my skin, and it just smells really, really good. This has got, like I said, honey, smoke, tobacco leaf, and tobacco. And that's just in the mid and the base. On top of it all, there's plum, peach, citrus, and bergamot. So it is a little citrusy when you first spray it on, but as it starts to develop and go down that line to the base, it becomes, again, like I said, to me, very honey forward, with a smokiness that it dries down to, where it's not tobacco heavy, but it's just enough to give it a very like masculine, really, really good smoky feel to it. Ladies, if you're into honey and tobacco, this is not a bad way to go. This is so beautiful. It really, really is. And I am definitely gonna get another bottle of this. And this is Maison Alhambra's Tabac Eau de Parfum, which is supposed to be very, very similar to Dior's Tobacular. And I've never smelled that one, so I can't tell you how close it is, but I'm happy with this one. And I forget, do I have a note of it? No, unfortunately I don't, but it's not that expensive, probably $40 or less, because, you know, the hype is over. That was like a year ago or a year and a half ago, and so you'll probably be able to find it for under 40, and I'm gonna look and see if I buy it. Anyway, Tabac Eau de Parfum by Maison Alhambra. I highly recommend this one. I love it. If you don't smell the honey, I'm sorry, but yeah, I do smell the honey. Two more. Now this one is one that I also had in my previous video, and I always tell people, this is, if you want to get an introduction into what a tobacco fragrance will smell like, this is a cheap way to go, and it's CK1 Shock. Okay, and the one thing I hate about this bottle, I love I mean, it's really, really cool, but is that it's opaque, so you never get a real feel for what's in there. But this is a very light tobacco fragrance, really, really light. It's got a little citrus in it, and and then you get that tobacco. But like I said, this is a light one. So to give you an example, tobacco is very thick and rich and smoky and honey, you know, all of that. I would wear tobacco at night, in a nice cool weather night, and I might wear it tonight. CK1 Shock is a very light fragrance. It doesn't have that heaviness of tobacco or anything else that it has in it, but it's a really nice fragrance. So this one I would wear more in the day, and I would put this in the car and just, you know, spray it here and there, because its longevity and projection are not the greatest. You get 3 to 4 hours out of it, at least I do. Maybe you'll get 6 to 8. But the scent is very, very nice, and you do get that smokiness. But like I said, it's not as heavy as a Hercules or as a Tobacco Rush. You don't get that kind of a smokiness, but you get a light smokiness that's really, really nice. And for the price you're gonna pay for this, you can still get this at Burlington or Marshall's when it's there, because I haven't seen it in a while. But still, even online, you'll probably not pay a lot for this. So CK1 Shock for him by Calvin Klein, I highly recommend. And the last one that I have for you guys is another small little, you know, designer cheapie, but I figured I'd mix it up a little bit towards the end. And this is another one I spoke about in one of my previous videos, Banana Republic's Tobacco and Tonka Bean. This is so, so good, guys. This has got pear, tobacco leaf, coconut, Tonka bean, vanilla. You get it has plum and pear in it, and you get that sweetness right off the bat. And then as it starts to dry off, you get that smokiness from the tobacco leaf starts to come in. Very, very nice. I highly recommend it. It's about $23. You can still find them at Burlington. And this is great for the fall or winter. Longevity and projection, again, 4 to 5 hours for me, maybe 3 to 4 hours. But still, for those 3 to 4 hours, you're gonna smell nice, and you probably might get a compliment or two, because I've had people text me that they do get compliments with tobacco and Tonka bean. I haven't yet, and it might be because I don't wear it as much as I should to give it a good, you know, a good dousing and go out with it. But it is nice. It's very, very nice. So that is Banana Republic's Tobacco and Tonka bean. So guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, do me a favor. If you found this informational and, you know, I did a good job, please do me a favor. Please like the video. Please subscribe. Please comment, because your comments, I look at them. I try to get back to you guys like once a week. But yeah, do you have other tobacco fragrances that are really nice? For me, my personal preference is fragrances like Tobacco Rush, Hercules, where that tobacco is very, very forward, and it's, you know, but it's sweet at the same time, kind of thing. So if you have a fragrance like that, that I don't have, maybe, you know, send me a comment and let me know what they are, because I'll try and get them. So guys, like I always do, I hope that you guys have a great day, great night, great weekend. And as always, you guys make sure that you be safe, you be loved, and I will talk to you later. Thanks, guys. Bye.